Well, I've got hired help out in the case doing the ploughing in that field for us. We're just coming down to drop off or tip off and sell our oilseed rape, and then we'll head back and we'll get on to doing some silage. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use this or not. She's struggling with this trailer of rape, and I'm not sure whether she's going to cope with a full trailer, especially when I put the sides on. Hopefully I can do that in our workshop. I don't like that this is just a random tipping point, so it really needs a grate there or something. It's a nice looking shed though. So that was 29,464 we got for that. That's a lovely load of money. So yeah, I'm gonna get this back. Hopefully, like I say, this is gonna be able to be modified in our workshop. I don't actually know where the trigger point is, so I'm gonna have to find that as well. And then I'll have to make a decision on which tractor it is that I'm gonna use to draw the silage. I would have liked it to have been this, but like I said, it's a big trailer. It's much bigger than what this would normally be happy tugging along. Anyway, we'll get back and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Well, we're just heading back to the yard now, and we're going to attempt to put the high sides on this trailer, and if not, then we'll just go with what we've got. It won't be any drama. It'll work either way, I'm sure. Now I think it's in that one. I think. I may have to disappear and see if I can find it. There we go. So it's right here. So we want to customize, so we want the high sides on it. I hope it works. It's going to cost us $7.5 grand, but I'm okay with that. Blimey, let's hope it comes out there. Let's hope it comes out. You gonna come out of there? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try it with a Ford first, a silage. Well, before we get stuck into it though, I want to go and check the case and make sure that they're actually doing a decent job on ploughing that field. We know what these hired help can be like. I was going to use course play, but I didn't want to get stuck into it and find out that it's got issues, because this is a converted map. There is a possibility that course play is not going to want to play ball. At all. So pipe out. Do we need to unfold? We do. Lower. Lower? Hold on. There we go. Turn them on. So that'll blow in there for a minute, won't it? Nope. Why not? Oh, we haven't got any juice. Or is that turned into hay now? Nope, nothing untoward there. Well, give me a second, we'll fill it up with some juice. Right, so it's not because it's low on juice. We've got juice in there. It's because this is hay. So that mower must turn it straight into hay. That swather that we've got, which is a bit of a pain because, well, it's not, because we can bale that and turn it into hay bales. It's annoying, very annoyed. Why does it turn it into hay then, eh? I don't get that. We don't have a lot of money to go off buying mowers, really. I don't even think I've got any mods installed. Might have to lease. That's my fan in the background, if you can hear it. Is that one row? It does, doesn't it? Short rows. That's it. Do we need the front one? It's a lot of money, isn't it? How much is it to lease? 8,000. I'm not even sure. We'd have to have that front one to go with it. That does not row it, does it? No. That doesn't row it either. Oh, what a bore. Okay, after some palaver, I've gone with this, which is the Gomsel mash. I'm going to have to go around and reassess some things, but I've leased it for the time being. It may end up being a replacement. I might get rid of the Heston, keep this instead, but that is definitely laying grass on the ground. And I did check on my case, which we will see. There it is, over in the distance, doing its thing. But yeah, what a palaver. What a palaver. So we've clearly got a field full of hay now. Don't really know what's happened there. But I wasn't overly happy with that Heston in the first place. It wasn't satisfactory. But anyway, I will time lapse this. We'll get this done as quickly-ish as I possibly can. There you go. Another one of them weird hedges. Well, I say weird hedges, proper hedges. It looks like a proper hedge. there we have it. That is that field done. Now we do have another grass field to do, but I'm not going to cut that now. I'm going to save that. I'll do that off screen, I think, for the next episode, and then we can just come and do the other stuff. Now, I've got a wasp in here, which is annoying, so I'm just going to deal with that and get this down to the yard. Right, now the wasp has been rid of. It becomes panic stations, doesn't it, when a wasp arrives? It leaves you in a predicament of, do I just leave it and hope that he bogs off? Or do I, I'll go round this way, I think. Right, open. Get you out. Get the Ford. Hopefully I have got follow me on. I can't remember. And then I have to set it up. So we've got a little bit of grass in there, and that was a little bit of grass that was laying on the floor. So it is clearly, I think it was Mike, Dartmoor Mike, said that that it was turning at the hay back when I did it. Hold on, I have to back up. There we go. Nope. Nope, nope, that's it. Oh, and how do we do it? Like this. Is that right? Fine, I think that'll be all right. No, it's not. Follow me. There. There we go, that should do it. I may have to put it a little bit further away. What am I in? I've got it back in the Ford. You idiot. Might be a bit close. I don't know whether you noticed, it is a bit close, isn't it? Oh, I don't know, he's quite a pro driver actually. You may not have noticed, but this the terrain on this field in particular is not very flat. I was struggling when I was mowing it. To go a bit slower, I think. It's blowing it. I'm not putting it in. Let's see if we can adjust this a bit more. Yeah, that's not really helpful though, is it? Hey up, what are you doing? You daft apith. It's all trial and error. I haven't done this since... no, what was it? What? Chellington. Chellington was the last time I did this with Follow Me. Oh. It would help if you put it back on, wouldn't it? Right, let's go. Right, that's better. That's better, isn't it? Yes. Wonder how many cases getting on. He's getting. Turn, turn. Yeah, we really need to be on the outside, don't we? I know, we're getting there. I was trying to be clever by doing it around the other way so that you weren't in the hedge. That's what I didn't want to happen. I'm also going to put you a little bit further away. So, there. There. Like that. I'll be there in a minute. It will work like clockwork in a minute. Oh, we're not quite wide enough to pick up this full swath. Or are we? We are. It's got a bit of an offset. Don't go in the hedge. Right, let's go down this row. We'll start taking the rows out. That's better. Now we look a little bit more professional, don't we? Took some effort. Good grief. Never mind. Mustn't grumble and all that jazz. Anybody remember Mark and Lard? Mustn't grumble. Those were the days. That was when Radio 1 was worth listening to. Yeah, I thought you were going to struggle, love. Look at that case over there. She's doing a grand job, isn't she? I want to get this full and then we'll go and do a tip and then the rest of it I'll time lapse. That's my plan. Looks like it's nearly full now. We'll be there in a seconda. I reckon that might be it. That is it. Right. Go on, love, you can do it. That's it. Right, we'll take you, tip it, and then we'll time lapse the rest. And everything will be glorious. Can't wait for a hill. Come on, old girl. Look at that. Isn't that a great sight? Why can't we have tractors like this now? Why have we got to have these monstrosity machines? Have quality. Go back to the old days. If I could go back to any time, any year period, there's two periods that I'm really interested in. One is the late 1800s, and the other is the 1950s. Both of those, I'd like, if you could go on holiday for a week, you know, in another time period. One, I'd go for a week in the 1950s, and I'd go for a week in, let's say, around 1880, 1890, something like that. That was the kind of birth of mechanized farming proper, you know, late 1800s, with tractors and things. Yeah. And in the 1950s, and the 1950s is just because, you know, the music, it was all new music, stuff that was never thought about being done before, that sort of stuff, the clothing, the cars, the way of life, how kind of free you were back then, in a way. I'm not saying that you were free, because, you know, it wasn't that long after the end of the Second World War, so it was still kind of recovery, but it was a kind of, I don't know, what's the word, honeymoon period, I guess, after the war, you know. Anyway, these clamps are huge. Not sure I approve. Control I. Hopefully they really are clamps. Might be left with an ongoing issue. Oh, I don't care, it'll be alright. Oh, we got chaff there and grass there, so it is going to be a complete pain in the rear end. Why was that still dropping out? That doesn't make any sense. So we're going to have to use the almighty Volvo there. I might change that for the other one, you know, but for now I think it will do. So I'm gonna, what a palaver this episode's been. I'm gonna go and get the rest of this picked up, and actually I think there's a gate just here. I think we can do this a little bit quicker. I think there's a gate right here. There is. Excellent. So we can cut down through this field. The case will get grumpy because we're going to have to go over its ploughed field once it's actually ploughed it. But you all thought I was going to get stuck on that fence post then, didn't you? Well, I didn't. Aha. Here we go. Let's time lapse this malarkey. Well, this will be the last lot for this field. I don't think it's going to be a full trailer load. Try and persuade it to go around. If you get it right, you can just about do it on a square left. So yeah, not a full load. We're going to have to shovel that grass back and forth up at the clamp, because it's at the back of the clamp. It tipped it, that first load that I did, it tipped it as grass, and in the middle it's tipped it as chaff, and then it's put two little dregs at the front, which is a real pain because I can't draw it forward. But we'll just grab this lot. Come on forward. Well, she did better than what I thought it was going to do. I really thought it was going to struggle, actually, after taking that, not even a full load of oilseed. Let's get those couple of little dregs, I think. Just there. There we go. So we'll turn that off. We'll jump in the Ford. We'll kick them out. I see the case is finished and actually conveniently left us enough room to get up and down that side there, which I thought was rather kind. It's not often FSAI actually has a brain, but today it appears to have had some sort of brain. Other things haven't had brains, but you know, that's part my fault, part the map's fault. But yeah, that's really convenient, isn't it? So I thought it was convenient anyway. You lot probably think I'm just really sad. But I'm sure you're all thinking to yourself, Ceebur, why am I watching this on a Tuesday? And I probably should have explained it at the beginning of the video. It's because I'm planning some other things, some other games, because as much as I love FS, I find the outside community, I'm not talking my community because everybody that is in my community is on the same page as me, but the outside community is the FS community is very toxic, very fickle, and it just annoys me. And as much as I hope the game does keep going for many, many more versions, it can't go on forever, can it? I don't think it can anyway. There will be some point when they go, that's it, we're not doing that anymore. We've made our billions. That's what it's all about. The billions. Right, let's have a little play with this diabolical machine. I got the biggest bucket I could to go on it, which in all fairness does look a little bit ridiculous. I probably should have got a buck rake, but it's a big bucket, you see, and it does the job. Let's see if this puts it as chaff. It does put it as chaff just there. Is that as far as it tips? Oh, it does it like that. Okay. That got a little bit concerning for a second. Okay. So now I know that we're safe. To a degree. Yes, I had a tete-a-tete with a few people on Facebook. It was fun. I do enjoy it when people try to tell me how I should run my own. Why is that just being weird? That doesn't seem to make any sense. When people try to tell me how to run my channel and what I should and shouldn't be doing, I'm sorry. I've been doing YouTube for quite a while. Before I did FS, I had other channels. So I do this for fun, not to be rich, not to be famous. Oh, I picked up the chaff again. That sucks. It is mighty close though, isn't it? Let's try and be a bit more clever about this. There we go. That's you, and we get that little bit at the back there. Funny how it picked the chaff up, even though we had grass in there. Stupid, isn't it? Don't think it really knows what it's doing. That little bit there, and then I will be a happy bunny. Does make me chuckle. This machine is awkward, I might add. We may tell them to invest in a new machine, perhaps. I don't know. It's a bit fun, I guess. Old. Well, that needs putting down. Putting down? We also have great demand for bales as well. Anywho, that is it for today's episode. What a palaver it's been. I hope you've really had a good chuckle at my appalling skills today. Although I don't think my skills were particularly appalling. We've just got done over. So I've got one more field to cut grass. Got one more field to bet. Why is that creeping? What the I don't really know what's occurring there, ladies and gentlemen. It's I don't know, what a fun tractor. So a lot of people have said that it's not very nice, but I think it's ridiculously fun. I'd rather have a Steiger, but hey ho. Maybe we'll change it for a Steiger. So that is a field we've got to do there, and that is the gate over there. Do we have another way in? Looks like there's a hole in that hedge up there, although I don't believe for 1 minute that that is the case. I've got to go and look at this now. It looks like there's a hole. I think it's just clip distance. Or it's a wall or a fence. It's a fence, isn't it? Yeah, it's a fence. Oh well. So we've only got one way in, and that is that gate over there. That is cool. I'm okay with that. I will get this field cut, The textures in here are very good. I wonder where they've got the textures from. You see, you've got the different... You've got the dry grass and the normal grasses. I like that. That's real. We've got real feels. So yes, hopefully we'll have that field. There's an invisible collision there, Ceebur. You met that earlier. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and may the weather be with you.